damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code.
Welcome to B-MoneyTrading. Basically the topic today is I was looking for a topic and found a post on Facebook that gave me the idea to do this video. And basically what it says is, how nice would it be if there was a notification feature when a stock hits a certain price? And this is from a new member in this trading group on Facebook. And there is, but as a new trader, there's still so much out there that you're not aware of that's available to you. And so, new traders, a lot of them start with Robinhood, which is recommended because it's commission free. Keep in mind though, the charting is horrible, but it's free. You get what you pay for. On the mobile app, it allows you to turn these into candlesticks. Now I recommend, if you're new, learning how to read candlesticks and candlestick charts. And maybe perhaps on another day I'll do a video that kind of explains in more detail reading candlesticks and what they represent. But with that said, I'll give an update later on as far as where I'm at in my account, where I'm trading. But so there are brokers that have trading platforms that offer such alerts. And what a lot of people do starting out new, they eventually become aware that there are other brokers that offer this. Now, what I found, and I'm not the only one that does it, but a lot of traders that are not trying to scout, but are doing more of like a swing trade or a hold overnight trade. What they do is they use Robinhood to execute their trades because there's no commissions. And then they use Thinkorswim, which is TD Ameritrade's trading platform for charting, as well as level 2 and scanners. They offer scanners and price alerts. Now, go ahead and pull this up for you. We don't want that. We want this. So this is going to be the level 2, the main page for the platform that you access. And now there's been videos that other people have done as far as getting this access and how to do it, and that you're able to do it without having to add any funds into the account, and it costs no money to open the account. Now if you want to find that out, then you can YouTube how to do that, or you can leave a comment or email me and I'll leave you the info on how to do it. But I'm just not going to do it right now because that would be like a total different video, and we're focusing on the alerts as well as scanner and stuff that it offers you. And so on this trading platform, Thinkorswim, that's from TD Ameritrade, they offer a scan, and you can build scanners. You can use let me see if I can find it really quick. So you can create scanners, or you can use pre-built scanners such as these: gap down, gap up, new yearly lows, new yearly highs, or also known as 52-week highs, 52-week lows, earnings, dividends, splits, gap down, gap up, etc. Or you can do the top 10, depending on which exchange you're looking at, as far as gains, losses, 10%, etc. You can read, and then you can do your personal scans that you've created. Other people on YouTube have shown how to do this. Would be a totally different video in itself. This video is just to inform you that these options are available. It's just not with Robinhood. And so with that said, we'll go ahead and show you how the alert system works on this broker. So let's just pull up I use AMD as a reference point all the time, but that's all right. So say we bought in at $19.50. $19.50. Now we want to know if it drops below 19. We don't want, for whatever reason, we have our stop loss set for, or we're looking to add, or whatever the case may be. But basically, we can create an alert to know that when it hits 19. And how we do that is right click, create alert. I can adjust the price, do 19. Now, do I want to know when it's at or below, or do I want to know at or above? Now, in this case, we can do below, above, or at or below. We do at and below. I go to the notifying sound because when I get other alerts, such as news that came out, whatever, it'll do a bell. So I change it to ring so that I know that it's an actual price alert. And so there's my alert. And now if it hits this price, it's gonna set a ring off on this platform, or if it goes below it, and it'll notify me. Or I can cancel alert, and I can say, well, I'm looking at possibly selling it if it gets above 20 bucks. I'm looking to make 50 cents off this trade. 50 cents per share. When I say 50 cents or 5 cents or 10 cents, I'm meaning per share. So I might not always throw that in there as per share, but that's what I mean. So we go to create alert at or above $20. Yes, that's what I want. I want to know when it hits 20 or it's above it. And then go to sound. I want it to ring when it does it, create alert. And there I go. I have a $20 alert. Now, I have the TD Ameritrade mobile app, but I haven't really played around with it a lot, so I don't know if it will let you know or not. I would think it would, but I've never tried it on the mobile app. And so this basically lets me know, if it hits 20 bucks, then it's going to give me an alert that it's at $20. And so I can go ahead and start looking at other stocks and scanning, or whatever the case may be, mess around, just keep this program up and go mess around on something else, switch back to my Robinhood account or whatever, and that's going on. And so it'll ring, and when it rings, I know that it's gone off and it's at that price level. And so these are just different tools that are available to us, that we can use to improve our trading and have help limit risk, or take profits. And so with that said, go ahead and look over at my account, and I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm trying to keep this video short, but basically overall the gist of this video is a lot of people will use Robinhood to execute trades, and then they'll use TD Ameritrade for the charting, alerts, and scanning for stocks. Also, that offers news. Pull it up real quick. I don't think I showed y'all that point. So up here, I can type in whatever stock I want. We'll just do that, and it lets me know there was news out on it today at 7:30. And so click on this, and then pulls this box up, and it'll let me know what the news is going on. I believe it tells me the source down here. It's from businesswire.com, and that's another tool that I use to help get fundamental information. If I'm a fundamental trader, or even if I'm not fundamental, if I'm using news as well as technical analysis, these are tools that I have available that the new trader's not even aware of. And this is the thing about being a new trader, is there's so much more to learn, tools, opportunities that you need to know. And level 2, that's going to be something totally different. That's more used for scalping. I use it whenever I'm looking to enter in a trade or exit a trade, and I'm trying to get the best price for that day on it. and if I think that that's about as low as it's going to get because there's, you know, a big seller or a big buyer or whatever the case is, then that's when I'll look to go ahead and jump out. And it's not just totally based on when I get out. I have an idea of around the average price of what I want to get out at, and then this just helps kind of pinpoint it. And I'm never going to get the top of, you know, a peak or a spike in a trade, and I'm not going to get the very bottom of the dip and buy in, you know, of the trade. And that's, I mean, it's happened. I think I've done it maybe once out of the 2 years, 3 years I've been trading. I think it's coming up on 3 years that I've been trading, and I've only done it once that I was able to, you know, actually do that. And that's when I was day trading, and it was, you know, for the day I was able to get it at the very bottom of its dip and then, you know, sell on the spike. So with that said, you can see these are just all tools, and you know, I can do watch list on here as well. That's another thing that is available, and on the watch list, you know, I can change these to what I want them to show me as far as you know, the percentage or the price or the, you know, volume. There's other things that are accessible. I haven't messed with this a whole lot, and so I do build watch lists, but with that said, you can see for the new trader, these are things that you're not aware of yet that do exist, as well as there are many different indicators on this. You know, you go studies, and you have all these different studies that, you know, Robinhood does not give you one bit, not even close to. Volatility studies, we got moving averages studies, momentum studies, you know, I mean, look at that. MACD, histogram, 2 lines. And a lot of these studies, I'm not even sure exactly how they operate. You know, I know like the basic ones, but there's always, you know, room to learn and to grow as a trader. I have a list of certain studies that I use, and you can see them on the chart as far as the volume, MACD, RSI, and the volatility standard deviation study. I use that more for if I'm looking to trade an option, the standard deviation, and then I'll also look at the average true range indicator to see the average true range price movement that it makes, given, you know, in the past 14 days, how much has it moved, you know, on, you know, an average. And so I have an idea of where the option is I want to buy, the likelihood of it, you know, possibly hitting it, and if it's priced good, if it looks like it's a good deal or not. And so with that said, I'll go ahead and pull up what I've done today. So this is my account now. I added yesterday, did the video on it, added accumulated more shares to ACB, TQQ, what else? I think might have done I added more shares. We're not get I don't want to make this video real long, so basically I added more shares to certain positions. It was like 3 different stocks I added to. And so you can see I'm bouncing back at the end of the day in the red yesterday. I think it was around 7%. And so I'm down for the week. Now keep in mind last week that I was up, I think it was actually last Tuesday. Might have been that I was up 177. So we had this, you can't see this, I have multiple screens, multiple monitors. So if you're wondering where I'm pulling these from, whenever the SPY hit this top point, then a majority of my stocks, I was up quite a bit on them, and so I was up like $177 for the day. And so we see this pullback, and so I'm down. I'm not concerned though, and you know, I'm using the SPY because it gives me an idea of the overall market, and a lot of traders use it because you know, if the SPY is headed down, then more traders are likely to sell versus to buy in whatever stock that you're looking at. Now if you're doing penny stocks, that's you know, a totally different universe. Some are affected, but not like the large cap and mid cap stocks. And if you're not aware what large cap, mid cap is, that's another thing as a new trader that you'll learn eventually. What large cap, mid cap, small cap, nano, and whatnot. And it basically has to do with the companies and the share size they offer, that are out there on the market for sale and whatnot. So with that said, I'm not too concerned about it. This is, where I'm at. Earlier today, I did get over 2,000. But basically today, I'm not even really too concerned about, as long as I end the day above 1900, then I'm really not too concerned. I'm more or less keeping an eye on the SPY and seeing what it does. And, I'm looking for it to continue to hold this 274 area and gradually start coming up. I didn't expect it to sell off this low. I did know that the possibility is it would go below the 274. But once it broke this 180-day EMA, then I expected that the support would be right around this area. And so you can see I have it set at 273.94. And it's just a general idea. I thought the lowest it would hit would be the 272.50 area, and it was actually able to go about 51 cents below that. And now it's come back up and it's been holding around this area. And now I'll look for it to start to make a move up slowly. And as it does that, you'll see that my overall account, the majority of these stocks, you'll see I'll be in the green. And you can see overall that basically they're up for the day. I got one ACB that's down. Also, the big news is the CGC is coming out with earnings in pre-market tomorrow. So we'll see how that moves. That's going to be interesting. That's, something to look forward to, hopefully. And, with that said, there's still obviously a lot of things, even for me trading all this time, there's still so many indicators that I can learn about. And another thing for new traders that I do and still do this day is I watch other traders on YouTube that stream and look at even if they're scalpers, day traders, swing traders, whatnot. I look at the way they trade, their strategies, things that may help them, or things that they do that they shouldn't have done, as far as breaking rules and just things that they've learned along the way that can help me improve my trading. And so with that said, I'll do a video tonight on where I'm at, where I ended the day. But basically that's where a lot of new traders are, is that they get in Robinhood and they think that this is all there is. And no, there's a lot more out there that you can still access, and free at that. Another tool that for new traders that people use is Finviz, and it offers a screener, as well as you can look at sectors, and you can see the one-day performance for these sectors and how they've performed, past week performance. And as you go down, you can see, and it gives you an idea of what sectors are doing what and what they've been doing, And so, with that said, these are just different tools. If I can think of anything else, and then we got the screener, and you can, go to, earning. You can pick earnings date, sectors, fundamental, technical, candlestick formation, gap, the fundamentals, balance sheet, whatnot. And so these are just, and then we got news, different news. You can type in the ticker, and let's keep using AMD as a reference point. And then, it shows me this information, the average true range, shares outstanding, short float, short ratio, target price, 52-week range, high, low, RSI. This is based on the 14-day relative volume, average volume, payout, and so you can see all this, the dividends, if it offers any or not. And so anyhow, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up though, and hopefully the market continues to do what I think it's gonna do, as far as kind of turning around and just gradually coming back up, and we'll just see where this goes. So with that said, have a good day, happy trading, and I'll see y'all soon.